Welcome to Nothing Is Obese South Texas Golf Podcast, episode 117. Tonight should be a banger. I got a little collaboration going on with FOREBROS Tour, my guys, my home. FOREBROS Tour, never golf alone again. All right, we got some great guys out there, great games out there going on. Never golf alone again. FOREBROS Golf Tour is the place for you. All right, guys, make sure you check us out on Facebook on Unknown Golf. All right, we got all types of games. We got King of the Par 3, net, gross, raw, everything. Come on out, guys. And the big clincher here is that we take zero fees. Zero fees are taken out. You have every opportunity to win your money. And we like to welcome a new sponsor of the show. We have Brad. We have Brad Eschens with Metal Stacks. In today's world of financial insecurity, inflation reaching a 40-year high, prices are going through the roof. Golf clubs' green fees have shot up tremendously. You need an asset that you can hold your hands in as insurance for the future. That's where Metal Stacks comes in. Metal Stacks is a precious metals collectors club and has the lowest retail pricing for gold, silver, rounds, and bars online. Please hit up my boy Brad Eschens right here for some extra cash. Have an opportunity. Man, it's a great opportunity. You can hit him up at 210-274-589 to learn more. Also, I will include in the show notes and during the show, www.metalstacks.com. Brad, hit him up. He is one of the best human beings out there, not only in the game of golf, but he's just one of the best human beings out there. Please hit up Brad. Man, Metal Stacks, and he's treated us to some of those bars. He treated us to some of them coins. And you know what? All things go up. And you know what? All things go down. And you know what? And Brad is putting out a good product right there. Please hit him up, Metal Stacks Brad. Let's go ahead and bring our guys on the show, Mike Osman and our FOREBROS right here, the Golf Father, Maya. What's up, my dudes?
What's up, man? What's going on?
Hey, man, we got a banger tonight, man. We're going to be talking about cheaters, an inter-squad Ryder Cup, Tourney favorites. Let's go back to that cheaters, man. Let's stay.
I got all my notes ready.
Oh, man, that's a receipt from Whataburger right there.
I know. What the hell? You used to be a waitress? You get that from a Hooters tournament this weekend?
What's up, one? You one scrambled or over easy?
Oh, hey, I like mine fertilized.
Okay, it's good.
All right, guys, right here, guys, real quick right here. Let's go ahead and put this at the bottom right here, just in case. Disclaimer: the views and opinions are expressed by the host and guests may or may not be shared by the sponsor supporters. So listen at your own discretion. And reminder: FOREBROS is unapologetic. Thank you for your support.
Yeah, definitely put that on there if we're on there. I don't know how to hold myself sometimes.
Oh, look, hey, everybody a little clean shaven tonight. What's going on right there? Is it?
What's up, Maya? Nice. You turned a new leaf. I like it.
Osman. We're trying to look young, man.
Bro, I lasted all summer when it was hot as hell with the beard, and then now it's starting to cool off when I cut it off.
But I thought you were converting to a rabbi. That's why I thought you were growing it out.
Yeah. I stand in solidarity with the Jewish community.
Hey, for sure, dude. For sure. It's some crazy times out there. And that's why, hey, my boy Brad, Metal Stacks right here. Brad, man, big, hey, right there. Also sponsor right here. Big dog. Shoot, man. Times of uncertainty, Metal Stacks.
Hey, you never know when that dollar will go down. Fucking, silver and gold doesn't, man.
I don't know, man. I just told him, I said, Brad, what if can you help me get like an all gold or all silver grill for my teeth? And he said, hey, Brad,
absolutely.
Hey, I got you, brother. I got you.
Yeah, Brad's
all right,
good,
guys. Bro. Hey, dude. All right. So we're coming off right here. FOREBROS. I got my FOREBROS on tonight for episode 117. A lot has gone on in the golf world. We can talk just a little bit about the Ryder Cup loss for the United States. Congratulations to all those Europe fuckers out there. But we had a recent event out at Fort Sam. We had a 2-man scramble, and it was a great time. Hey, kudos to Robert, kudos to Brandon. Hey, it just seems like every time we go out there, Loma is looking better and better, and the vibes of that place, man, it kind of gives you that old school golf feel, right? That I think the city's kind of losing.
Oh, you can't beat that, man. I mean, we started off shotgun at 7:30. We were done at 11, and we played like 4 more holes. Andy was there, and we did a $20 buy-in.
We kept having to go hole to hole because man, hey,
Yeah.
it's two tie all time. Two tie
Exactly.
all time.
And being home by 3:00, 3:30 was fucking awesome, you know. So you can't beat that. $50, green fee, burger, drink, fries, shit, range balls.
Damn. Hey, it was good. Hey, but we had let's kick this show off right. We had a discrepancy out there.
Yeah,
You know,
we did. You
speak on that,
know,
man.
so we had discrepancy. We had a group come in. You know, they originally told us they were, 14 handicaps. We thought we had the right verification, and apparently we didn't. But so anyways, we dropped them down to a 10 total team handicap, 10 total. And they came in with a net -24 and a -11 or 12,
Gross.
and A flight gross came in at -6. So, and they were in C flight. But I kept on looking at that scorecard and I was like, man, it just kept on pissing me off even more and more. And then it wasn't just like it was sandbagging. I think it was just those charity tournaments. You're like, hey, I'm gonna keep on hitting multiple mulligans or fuck this. Hey, just put a birdie on the scorecard.
It's for the kids, bro. It's for the kids.
Yeah. So as a group, as the board, which we never done that before, we usually, like, hey, suck it up, pay their gross, fuck it. They're never invited again. No, we just gave them back their money and said farewell, no longer welcome back. And, we did the right thing by protecting the field. And that's what we're going to do going forward. I felt good by the end of the day, knowing that it's like if somebody fucking punched you and you went home and you're like, fuck, man, I didn't do nothing about it. I would have been pissed. But I felt good when I went home, it's like, all right, these fuckers not going to get our money. But,
yeah, it's just about trying to keep integrity in the group too for moving forward. Because the last thing we want to do is lose members or lose, people that are coming out to play and want to have a competitive round. I mean, we're playing for, we ain't playing for cookies. We're not playing for brownies, whatever. Like, we're playing for real money here. And, the least we can do as a board is try to keep it as fair and balanced as we can. And if there's some issues out there, we're going to address them. We're going to address them quick so it doesn't spiral out of hand where all of a sudden, we might have new members that show up and then they're, going on some of the forums on Facebook or whatever, talking smack about us, how, you can just tell them whatever you want for your handicap and you'll get away with it. Go win a few $100s and just hit it and run. So that's the last thing we're trying to do. And it's all about, just being open with everyone. We said, look, we're just gonna, we gave them back their money, said, hey, thanks for coming out, but, basically you're not welcome back. I mean, you get a chance to come play with us. We're very, face first, open group. And if you can't be honest with what your handicap is, I mean, how can we trust you? We're playing for that much money. This ain't nickel and dimes.
If you get kicked out of FOREBROS, you got some problems, guys.
Yeah, well, okay, all right. So in all fairness, for those of you at home, this is FOREBROS. What is it? We talked about the other day. It's like FOREBROS 4.0. All right, we've broken off, and we like to think that just like Brad, collecting these precious metals, we like to think we're a precious gem. Like FOREBROS 4.0, FOREBROS Tour, whatever you want to call us. We have come to where we're at now because of some things, right? And Maya has left the group and come back several times. He's treated us like an ex-girlfriend. He's broke up. He's made up.
I've kicked my own self out a couple of times.
You know what? And that's the thing too. If you haven't gotten kicked out at least once, are you a real member? I mean, really, exactly. Right? Like, are you a real member?
Yeah. And I like how when I play with guys and like, yeah, you kicked me out about a year ago. Oh, did I?
Hey, welcome back, bro.
But then you tell him that sounds about right.
That sounds right. Hey, but like I was like, come on, dude. Like, hey, there's cheating and there's like, goddamn, hey, sprinkle in a bogey, something.
Yeah, it's like I think all of them
had 10 straight right? 10 straight birdies.
It
10
was
straight.
like
Casey Carnes listened to the show. A 3-hand. What is it? He's like, I'm at 3. I mean, plus 3. Like
Hey,
Casey Carnes,
shit.
10 straight birdies. Get out of
Hey,
here.
these motherfuckers weren't even like shy about it. They stayed there. Like, yeah, we
Well,
shot.
the thing
One
was too is they were like
one
60,
had a
65
breathing
years
mask
old.
with an air tank on. The
Yeah,
motherfucking
man. I'm
girl
like,
was in a
But
walker.
but in all fairness, it was NOS. It wasn't oxygen. It
yeah,
was NOS.
It must have been
laughing
nice,
gas.
man. Motherfuckers, like, god damn. But
But I think the thing is, Maya. I mean, and the thing is, in we, in what to true Forebro fashion, we constantly stick around, and I wish I can say I stuck around all the time, but you know what? There was an opportunity where we, wife and the kids didn't have anything. UTSA was playing away. And so I had the opportunity to stay and close down shop with y'all, close everything down. And you know what? It seems like it wasn't sitting right with you. It was not sitting right with you. You kept just out of the blue. These motherfuckers. I'm like, what are you talking about? And I think that's the thing. And I give you a lot of props because you made the tough call. And I think the thing is, and most importantly, we have to protect the group. You have to protect the integrity of the group. And it's not, I mean, we are playing for, we do have some skin in the game, and it's not like you're not going to get rich or break the bank, but you know what? Everybody works hard for their money, and you want to give everybody those opportunities to be fair with it, right? And just a fair shot at it. And the thing is, we saw these guys, like you said, they had an oxygen mask, they were in walkers, and they're all hitting from the gold, everyone's hitting from the gold. And so it was very
one
questionable.
dude didn't know I kicked him out, and he all commented again. I had to kick him out of the Facebook group. Hey, I had a wonderful time. Like, hey, get your ass out of here, motherfucker.
It's like I've never got my money given back to that, and someone talks smack about me. Damn, I feel it right at home.
Yeah. Hey, they messaged me and said if they were in the playoff race, if they got their points.
Hell no.
Oh, you're full of shit. I don't believe you. I want to see that text.
But to be fair, we gave, so to me, if it's that twosome and the other group allowed that and they both signed off on it, we gave the whole foursome in that group their money back. Because I know if I was in that group and this motherfucker showed me that money, I was like, hey.
Well, yeah, and the thing was, I think the second group they said they were 7 under, so they were second, like just not even close to any other score too. I'm like, what the heck? What's really going on?
So for those of you that don't know everything, if you're just hopping on right now, FOREBROS event, 2-man scramble right here. And for those of you that don't know what a 2-man scramble is, it's just like a 4-man charity scramble, but unlike a charity scramble, we are playing competitively, and it's not just for the kids, it's for somebody's kids out there. And we had a team in the C flight have a -10 score gross, meaning like they're straight up watching out -11. It's going to start at -10. Next thing you know, they were -21. That's what it's going to be, right? And so they had -10. The C flight, they scored better than the A flight. How many strokes better than the number 1 team on the A flight?
5.
By 5, I think.
Five strokes better. And
yeah,
man, and that's what we're talking about. And I give a lot of props to Maya. I give a lot of props to our board, because we did give them their money back. We're not just going to take your money and say, oh, well, screw you. No, we gave them their money back and let them know the discrepancy, and to protect the field and protect the members. And I think it was a hard call, Maya, but I think ultimately at the end of the day, that was the right call.
Yeah, I took about 4 beers, 1 cigar.
Half cigar. You didn't finish it. I saw you.
Hey,
took a little jab in from Pedro
on everybody. Well,
it's
what did Andy score? Let me do an investigation on him too.
Hey, we grinded out there, bro. Hey, we were grinding. We were grinding for pars,
it pissed me off because me and Johnny played good, and we scored, -6, which is respectable. B flight, and I thought we were gonna win, but we didn't, But to me, the way it was playing in 2-man scramble, if you shot 7 or 8 under as a team, that was solid.
Solid, super solid.
It was beautiful out there, though.
Oh, dude, probably like, what is it? I mean, y'all played in tremendous weather out at Kissing Tree on Monday.
Oh, my goodness.
And a very prestige course out there at San Marcos, Kissing Tree, and we had the pleasure, I think, of maybe playing one of the best days in golf, and probably, right, if I'm not mistaken, like the first best day of golf out there at Fort Sam. I mean, hey, that Loma course, La Loma course it's made some freaking strides. Them greens were rolling. They were rolling true. Got Robert playing Britney Spears, Hit Me Baby One More Time music. There was a lot of freaking energy. And I think I hadn't played in a FOREBROS event, in a while, and it was great to get back out there and get all those feels. And I hope people who haven't played an event with us come on out and get that same feeling. It was a great environment, freaking great environment.
Oh yeah. Other than that hiccup, everything was absolutely was very good. I hear Sergio make that comment. That fucker was a good one. Hey, when what happened? When I'm gone, this shit happens. It's like, you motherfucker. It was first time Sergio was, off the board doing his venture and shit, and this shit happens to us. Like, what the fuck?
We're like, but hey, I saw you phone a friend. You called him. Hey, Sergio, what do I do? What do I do?
I would have told him. Because I saw when they gave me their card. I didn't even see it. I saw with just the circles for all the birdies in a row. And I was like, guy's 64 years old. I was like,
this is the fucking bowling score? What the fuck is this?
Yeah, right. I was just like, the hell?
All right, guys, as we continue right here, I'm going to go ahead and read some of our comments right here. We got Freddie Garcia. Damn, Brad Eschens. Come on, nice sponsorship. Robert Vasquez. Pancho? Who's Pancho?
Oh, yeah. He knows who Pancho is.
Who's Pancho?
Oh, that's one of
he was one of the guys on there.
Oh, okay.
That got
the team. Yeah.
Oh, okay, Pancho right here. Steve Chavez is a CVS receipt. Right here. Okay, I'm not gonna read any of this Astro crap. Screw that. Right? There you go. Brad Eschens, gotta support the show. Love you guys. Bart Wynn, who's the babyface white guy? Hi. Hey,
right there.
He wants. It sounds like he wants to ride in that.
I think he changed it after we told him he had a face that we like to punch. So
that's true. Yeah, that's right.
I'm turning a new leaf, getting ready for the club championship at Fort Sam.
There you go.
So
you know what? That's right. You need to, man, because you had a lot of bad energy. Yeah, you had some bad vibes. So you left early, right? Didn't you leave early?
He'll be fine.
He got sick.
I don't know what happened, man. I got sick. I got home and I was like, I barely made it home. I was like, oh my god, like I felt like I was a little nauseous and everything. I was like, Jesus.
You sounded like the United States Ryder Cup.
Handle this scandal. I'm out this motherfucker.
I was like, these old dudes are gonna get beat up. Maya's about to get it.
We're gonna roll their ass right here. Right here, Casey Carnes. I'm a 3. Can I play? Tell Casey to come on out. We got some sticks out there. Casey, don't be scared. Casey, you can't be scared all your life.
We're almost to championship flight. We're probably about 2 to 3 more players.
Yeah,
Casey,
we got a solid 10 people.
Casey, I know you ain't scared of anybody, but if you're scared, I'll hold you. Okay, I'll hold you.
Little spoon to big spoon.
That's right. Right here, Rudy. I'm a 14 handicap. Maya, Cico, Maya. There you go, Freddie. Right here, Freddie. In the truth, right here, Freddie. The truth. He's been kicked out 3 times.
Yeah,
he has.
For real talk.
Real talk. Bro, okay, so he came over to the house. All right, last thing before we move on here. He came over to Jake's house. And I say the house because Jake's house is my second home, right? Jacob Munoz, FOREBROS member. And Jake cooked us some steaks. We had macaroni, everything. I mean, like he kept the girls like at the table, bro. He was telling them his life story. He said real talk about 30 times. And no, but let me be for real. Like real talk.
For real.
Talk. And like girls were crying afterwards. I mean, they were like patting him on the back. I mean, it was just,
did he tell them his Theo when the Theo came in and got him at night story or
the ether money?
When he was brutally touched by his uncle.
Oh god.
That's how he got molested by a Theo that was in the army, so he's considered an army vet now.
Oh gosh.
Hey, salute to you, Brucey. This is for you.
Brucey, you don't have to take that, man. I stand with you.
This was some of our conversations after we get done of a tournament. Yeah.
Hey, stolen golf valor. Stolen golf. Look right there, Brucey. Wow. I told you not to tell no one.
Circle of trust has been broken.
He told you that in confidence.
Does that make you a veteran if you pass by a Army or Air Force base? I don't know. I guess so. Stolen valor, Brucey. Brucey's got all. He's got GovX. He got.
I am me, whatever.
Yeah.
ID me.
Yeah, ID me. He's got a.
I even saw him at the commissary. I was like, God damn, how did you get on here?
You saw him at the VA. He was at the VA
getting the fucking checkup. Like, God damn.
But stolen golf valor. All right, let's just say that. We'll save that for another show. We'll save that for another show. Stolen golf valor. All right, guys. And so to kind of close out that great event, great people. There was one hiccup as a FOREBROS event, and people need to understand too. There's like we haven't been doing this for a long time, and we don't get paid to do this. We take zero money. Maya's got me collecting and putting spreadsheets, and I'm over here like, I was like, I don't even have Excel. You know what? I was like, I can't afford it. I do Google Sheets, and so there's a lot that we do, and a lot of times, you know what? Hey, we don't get paid for it, and so we do it because we want to. And I think at the end of the day, group was protected, and that's what we will continue to do for our group. We will protect you guys, and it's all about the integrity of the group. It really is.
Oh yeah, my thing is whoever's coming in new, I want them to feel like, you're gonna get a percentage to play in net, but you got to understand we're not personally anybody that's new and coming out and be like, hey, we don't know you, we don't like you. It's nothing like that. It's like if you played with us and you put your time in, you're gonna feel comfortable if a new guy comes in and know that, hey, they're gonna do the same thing to those guys. You know what I mean? And I want them to feel, because now I have that taste. Hey, we kicked one fucking out. Hey, if I see a guy that's a 17 handicap shooting a 72, you're out. Like, hey.
All right, guys. Hey, so right now at the beginning of October, it's tourney time right now. It's tourney time around the city. It's probably tourney time, in the United States right here at many golf courses. Y'all have played in your fair share. Maya, why don't you kind of tell us just a little bit? I know you don't want to spill the beans completely, but kind of tell us about the recent experience you had at your latest tourney.
My latest tourney? The Hooters. The Hooters turn. Oh my goodness!
Don't be acting dumb, bro.
Hey, hold on. Let me check my shit. Hey, I'm telling you, hey, that's a tournament to get into. That's one of the best charity tournaments I actually really enjoyed. And it's all for the kids.
I'm sure there were some babies. I'm sure there were some babies that day out there.
Let me just say, those Hooters girls put the dub we movement back another 10 years. They'll do anything for $100. If y'all saw some of my videos, that was just a little taste. They were doing backflips, splits. Everybody had a good time.
Michael Gomez.
Next year, hey, I'm gonna put the Hooters tournament out and
make a FOREBROS team.
Yeah, and then we'll make a little basket with condoms, the after morning pill.
Okay, as a reminder, I have to say this one more time, just in case, Disclaimer: the views and opinions expressed by the OCS may or may not be shared by the sponsors supporters. Just in case, listen at your own risk.
I thought that shit was dead. Hey, that shit's still alive. They put that weed movement back another 10 years. Hey, they want equal pay, equal rights. Hey, but they were dancing for that 100.
In all fairness to our guys out of Golf Club of Texas, which is the tournament was held at. I mean that is kind of like, I'm not trying to do a plug for them. Bola Hugh, he's a good buddy of mine. But you know what? It seems like a lot of the tournaments out there, that's kind of party central. Like you're gonna have a good time at those tournaments out there at Golf Club of Texas. They got a great bar. It seems like they do it right. Not a plug for them, but a plug without it being a plug. But you know what? It seems like the tournaments do it right out there.
Oh yeah. They had excellent. Everything was run nicely, and it was a good time. I highly recommend, if y'all have never gone to a Hooters charity tournament, please do it for the kids.
What was it, supporting a foundation or anything?
I don't even know, bro.
We're in a recession. It was supporting them.
Yeah. Hey, you can tell they were in recession. I'd be like, hey, Hooters need to pay y'all more. God damn. But I'm gonna say
they were putting in overtime. I heard they were putting in overtime.
I'm gonna have to say River Center.
Say it right. River Center Mall
is the best.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, River Center Mall. Go check them out.
You know what? That was the first Hooters that I ever went to when I moved here to San Antonio. And we went over there because I
Wait,
lived
that
by
one right downtown by the river?
yeah,
Riverwalk?
yeah.
Oh,
We lived over here at UTSA. I was 1604 and UTSA Boulevard, right? We lived in the on-campus apartments. And we did not know that there was Hooters located on Fredericksburg and like Wurzbach. So we drive
All the way downtown.
all the way downtown, right? And I'm 18 years old. We don't have a Hooters in Corpus Christi, and this is like my first time eating at Hooters, 18 years old. And I'm eating, and like it's just like I've never had the little chickens, right? These are like my first wings I ever had in my entire life. And I'm like, damn, these are little chickens. I freaking love this place. There's titties. It's it's a family friendly. I saw families over here, kids in high chairs. I mean, it was great, right? It was family friendly, right? Family friendly. And so we're taking off back from River Center Mall. We think I-10 means, hey, I-10 is going to take us back to UTSA. Next thing you know, about an hour later, we figure out that we're 15 miles away from Victoria.
Oh, God.
And then we're like, hold on. This is not the right way. We go back, then we get lost in the east side.
Nice.
Is
that where you found Riverside?
We get lost on the east side, and it's just like it was like the longest night. I felt like it was like the adventures of babysitting, but the adventures in college, right? It was like our first time, but I fell in love. I had a Nubian princess, like she was just like the first black woman I fell in love with. I don't discriminate, but she had my heart. So it
sounds like my first time at Ojos Locos.
Yeah. Those Nubian princes, I have a good little story. It's getting off topic a little bit.
Hey, this is nothing is OP.
So, this is when I was single, I was dating this one girl, and then this, I showed her, hey, look, this is, I never dated a black girl before. And this is, showed her the picture. She's like, hey, that's not her real hair. I said, fuck you talking about that ain't her real hair? Yeah, that's not her real hair. I said, shit. I said, she's probably wearing a fucking wig. So next time I go there, we're all I'm trying to make out with her. I'm trying to fucking like pull her to see if that shit comes off. And I go back. I said, hey. So that girl said, no, that was her real hair because the shit didn't come off. No, it's weaved on. I said, damn, you made me pull her hair and shit thinking that it was gonna fucking come off.
Hey, but it was somebody's hair, and whoever's hair it was nice.
Hey,
right?
And she was like 6 feet tall, so she wore heels. I was just like Andy, like dancing on her shoulders.
but you have the torso of a 6'5" guy.
Yeah, I do. I gotta put those
like a fucking silverback.
But
my legs are longer than yours.
Yeah. Hey, your legs were in my body. Hey, we'd be a fucking combo team, bro.
right here, Michael Gomez. Kids eat free on weekends. All right, guys. Let's talk some golf. All right, so let's talk some golf. So we got tournament season coming up. What are some of your favorites? Obviously, you can't compare a lot of tournaments to the Hooters tournament, right? But there's a lot of things that you've played in a lot of charity tournaments, and Maya, you said you only do like 2 on the year that you specifically
2 is my max, man.
Hey, that you will pay for out of pocket, right?
Yeah.
And I'm thankful that the tournament committee that I'm on, Putting for Pops, that you always play on. You're 2-time defending champ, back to back champs. Mike Osman has always given graciously. Mike, I hope you get a team this year. I need the teams. What do you think, Maya? Do you think the Putting for Pops tournament crew puts on a good tournament?
Oh yeah, definitely. They had last time they gave out prizes. They gave out free cigars on the whole, alcohol, breakfast. That's one of the best charity tournaments. That was the best charity tournament I went to. But no, it's for a great cause. When I found out what it was really for and all that. Because like I said, only when you play as much golf as we do, scrambles are not really our forte, because you don't want to fly. Fucking scrambles are scrambles, man. I don't want, you might as well.
I love scrambles.
I hate
you're speaking on your own. You're speaking for yourself.
Yeah.
You love, that's where I
swing as hard as I want.
That's where I live. That's where I swing. That's where I swing dingling out
I
there.
can go out of bounds and not have to worry about it.
Never.
But no, I always had
that's where the noodles come and play.
Yep.
But no, I always had a great time, and the teams that I've taken over there, we've had a blast, and we're out there just to have fun. Not expecting to win anything or anything like that, because it is a charity tournament, and nobody gave you shit if you did win, or maybe they did. Every time, if anybody wins, they're cheating. Okay?
That's true. That's true. They're cheaters.
If anybody wins a charity tournament, they're cheating.
I'm telling you, man, we played at a tournament at 9/11 on Freedom Day at the Quarry, and it was a sponsored group, military group, so we got to play for free. So anytime I get invited to play a tournament, I always buy whatever their package is, get the mulligans, whatever. It's the least you can do. Buy the raffle tickets. And this tournament, they were all about making money. So you could buy for like $50, you could buy the mulligans, and you get the string and raffle tickets. And normally when you buy the string, you get the string and it's like 3 feet of string or whatever. They gave you 20 feet of string for each person who bought that thing. So
crap.
We got done. And Robert Vasquez was on it, Cedric Evans, and
Brad.
I can't remember. No, I can't remember who our fourth was.
You had a very diverse group. You had all you needed was you needed the Asian Saban, and you would have been good.
Yeah. It might have been Brad. I can't remember.
There's Brad. Brad said right here. Brad said we spent over $300 in that tourney.
Yeah, so and we got to play it for free. But we came in and we shot, and you could buy more string if you wanted to, but we came in, we legitimately shot as legitimate as it can be, but we shot a 35. We putted only on one hole. We had so much. We had
35.
We only won by one stroke though too, because like literally.
That was the clincher.
Yeah, the last hole we had
investigation right here, guys.
The last hole we had a par 3. It was hole number 3 or 4. I can't remember. A short little par.
You should be embarrassed telling that fucking story.
And we were literally like 17 feet away. We still had one whole string, so we got a hole in one of that hole. Like it was.
God.
But it was like anytime anyone wins a scramble like that, everyone just like, oh, sandbaggers. Like I'm just waiting for somebody to take a picture.
They're gonna give you shit no matter what.
Yeah.
Like we left early from we left early from fucking Hooters because I'm like, me and Jerry's like, hey, I ain't turning that fucking scorecard in. You turned it in. And Jerry's like, fuck no, we gave it to Rudy. And we thought, hey,
that was smart. That was smart.
Somebody fucking came in with us 48. I'm like, all right, good. We're gonna go after them now.
Right, better them than us, right?
Yeah.
And that's always the clincher too. Sometimes is that you hope that somebody puts a better score up, that somebody puts a better score up, right? Because you're so embarrassed, you don't want to go up there. God, isn't that a problem? Isn't that a problem? You don't want to go up.
You're like, man. I feel bad, but if we do win, but I hope somebody fucking comes in better than us,
We'll see. Okay, so I think that's the thing too, is that you have these tournaments that we went to the Austin Humane Society tournament out in Georgetown Country Club, and we really wanted to go out there because a lot of us had never played it. We heard about it. That was Dude Where's My Pars, the pro, Ben Kern, the former Dude Where's My Par pro, the people's champ, the people's pro, right? Ben Kern, good guy, hosts a lot of waffles, is always out there putting good stuff. And, that's the course he used to be at. And so I've always wanted to play it. And so we go out there to go play this course. Great time with my insurance agent, one of the chairman for the Putting for Pops tournament. And we're playing in that Austin Humane Society out there. There's only 10 teams. There's only 10 teams. Dang. It's $175 a person, if I'm not mistaken. $175, only 10 teams. But there was keg beer. They fed you a fajita dinner buffet, but we ended up winning. We had some guys that were sticks, not me. Hey, I just made a couple of putts, right? And I'm just really there. Like, I've never had my name on the card for like a tournament that my buddy in Jaime invites me in. It always hurts me when I get there and I said, yeah, I'm Steve Konekowit or whatever. I'm Joe Smith. And I'm like, I'm like, they're like, and Steve Krasinski, and I'm just no, it's and I've never had my name on a score, on the what I'm talking about, right? Like, on the foursome
Yeah,
list. And that's probably one thing that always hurts my feelings is that I've never been anybody's first choice my whole life.
always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
And it was a great course, it was a quirky course, super tight. It was like I'd say a Silverhorn, but like crazy elevations, right? It's like you could tell, like, oh, you know what? How did they make this hole? But there was like there was like a 26-foot like elevation or something, right? Crazy. And I just didn't think you got like the second place team got a $50 gift card, and the first place team, which we won, we got a $20 gift, $20 off to PGA Superstore, and they were going to mail us a trophy. And I'm like,
hey, it's for the animals, bro.
And I was like this, and I said, I was like, fuck them dogs. I was like, put them fucking dogs to sleep.
Fucking kids.
I was like, fuck them dogs. I was like, let's euthanize those motherfuckers. Like shit.
Fuck them dogs. Fuck them kids.
And I'm just like, dude. And on the drive home, right, the drive back, from Georgetown, we're all like, is it just me, or the $20 off to PGA Superstore was just like kind of like a slap in the face? Like
that was a slap in the face.
Like, bro. You almost wanted to win. You wanted to win second. Like second place was the better trophy, right? Well, for Putting for Pops, we give away putters, we give away wedges, legit. Like, Maya, you have that awesome freaking whiskey barrel, right? We give great tournament prizes, and this year we're giving freaking pullovers. We're giving pullovers this way. It's just part of your goodie bag, like just your goodie bag. And so it's like, it's legit. Like legit raffle, great items. And I think that's the thing, is like, we always think about what we want. We're feeding you before, we're feeding you after, beer throughout, cigars again. Like, it's just, we want to make sure that you come back. And I'm going to say, it's just kind of like FOREBROS. I see where all the money goes, and there's no fluff. There's no trickle down effect. Nobody touches the money. You know what I mean? Like, nobody gets a piece of it. It all goes to our recipients. And I think that's the best thing I can say that a tournament does, right? You just want it to go where they say it's going to go.
I think it's a plus now that it's at the Hyatt, so that even makes it even worth the what is it, 150 a person? Or?
Well, see, last year was
reasonable for a tournament.
Last year was 125, but we want to give people, bang for their buck. And the thing is, we had to sign a 2-year deal just to get like a price break. And we have to buy like at least one meal, like breakfast or like dinner or whatever, breakfast or lunch. Like shoot. It's just, but great course. Hyatt's in tremendous course. Here we go, right here. I got Jordan right here. Jordan Zapata right here. Okay. Dabu, right? Dabu, is that his name? Dabu?
Jordan, yeah, Dabu. That's his.
Dabu. The tournament I went to in Colorado, we got third, and it was just BS. It was a BS t-shirt and a cooler and $50 at the pro shop.
That's better than that $20 gift card.
$20. I got $20 off. $20 off the PG Superstore. I don't shop there. That's for rich people. That's for Mike.
Sandbagger Jordan.
All right, guys. So Mike, I guess what has been maybe one of your best games that you've saw when you've been out there on tournaments? Like something that you're like, hey, this isn't bad. There's the shooting, the cannon thing. There's different types of putts, games, close to the pin. What has been maybe your putting contest, whatever, has been something that is like your favorite to do or that you like at tournaments? Don't just say eat because shoot, we all like it.
Yeah, when you get a charity tournament that are big ones, like honestly, I think like the food is just going to be part of it. It is what it is. It's going to be in quantity, so you have to. It's probably not going to be anything special, but it's going to be there. But I think those tournaments who have designated putting contests beforehand or chipping contests. That give a decent prize, like a putter or like some wedges or something like that. Those are always kind of bonus add-ons to add on to there, where you're like, hey, I got a chance to get some money back or whatever. Like I love them. Like when I go to swag events on the AGT, the Amateur Golf Tour, they have putting contests, and they literally, if you win the putting contest, you win in like a $500-600 putter or something like that. It's just like, oh man, just to have the chance to do that, because not everyone's gonna compete for first place or whatever. A lot of times you're just putting together a team to support the charity, and you're not going to be competing at that high level, but you're out there, for the kids. And when they put on those additional things where you get a chance, and I think honestly, like when they have like silent auctions, I went to the Knights of Columbus one, which is another kind of big one. They had it out at River Crossing this year. And they have those silent auctions where they have a lot of sports stuff, or I've been to some silent auctions where they had 4 tickets to the Masters you could bid on. I was like, I mean, crazy, but
Shoot.
and that's where it comes into, they have free beer on the course or whatever afterwards. They're raising some good money. I fell into the trap. I've donated a lot of money, and
We'll see. Okay, so Maya, I'm going to ask you that same question right here. So I went to a golf tournament with our brother Brandon Boggs last year in Kentucky, and he was just like, threw it out there. He threw it out there where everyone's drinking. He goes, "Hey, anybody want to go to Kentucky with me?" And I'm like, you know the drill. You never invite a Mexican fucking anywhere, because hey, we'll go. We'll take our gente. We'll take our toda la familia. We'll show up. We stay late. We fuck up your couch. I mean, we eat your food. I mean, we're going through your chones, everything, right? And so he invited me, and I was the only one to say, "Hey, I'll go. Screw it." And so we went out to Kentucky. We're out there, and we played the Moorhead State. I think it was called Eagle Trace. No. That's a whiskey, right? Isn't that Buffalo Trace?
Traces.
Okay, I don't know. Eagle. I think it was called Eagle Trace. So that was the name of the course. And we go out there, and the guy who's hosting the tournament is now the offensive coordinator for Notre Dame. And so at all his coaching stops, he had a helmet from Penn State, helmet from West Virginia, helmet from Marshall, Thundering Herd, helmet from Notre Dame, a helmet from Ohio State. And they were all autographed by somebody, a player, a coach, and they had 2 tickets to any home game for each. And this is a silent auction. And then for the Notre Dame one, which I thought was amazing because Notre Dame, they play their schedule is just amazing, right? They have no conference, so they play all over the country. It said 2 tickets to any home or away game.
Yeah, that's a good one, man.
Like any home or away game to Notre Dame. And again, this was signed by head coach Marcus Freeman. And I'm just I'm over here hold on. This is just it wasn't like an auction house, right? Or auction club. And I was just dude, these guys did it right. Maya, what is your favorite out of the golf tourney?
Shit. I'm going to have to say.
And you can't bring up Hooters. You can't bring up Hooters.
No, fuck. Hey, that's just like going to New Orleans and then you're trying to you come back home. It's fuck, man.
The beignets hit differently out there, right?
Oh my goodness, yeah. It's just the Hooters tournament ruined me, bro. I'm sorry. It ruined me. It ruined me for all charity tournaments. Because I can't say the canon. I mean, when you got booty shaking in your ass, it's just hard. But anyway, I would say the silent auctions or the raffles. You might get a $500 putter or something nice. But I think that's about it. I mean, I always like the long drive guys, but those dudes fucking launch it and stuff. And then you're thinking hey, I don't even want to fucking swing. It's I gotta fucking swing in front of this dude, man.
Well, I think the thing is you see those, and you know what? It's fun. One of your teammates last year, Paul, I know he bought that where y'all get automatic eagle or gives you at least you get in that kind of that eagle zone or right or you're in the zone to chip in for a hole in one on a on a par 5, right? Something like that, right? I know, right? He gave you all an opportunity, right?
Yeah,
and it's great and it's cool, but right here, Jesse Martinez, our dude right out here, one of our FOREBROS tour members out of Houston, or you invite someone to rest after a round at your house and they say it reminds them of your grandma's house.
That's fucked up.
I don't know who said that. That was me. Dude, I was in rough shape, dude. My dumb ass. I was because it was fucking hot, dude. It was hot. One of his ACs broke. And it was hot. I passed out. On his sofa. He's like, thanks, Andy. That's him. It was me. So, all right, dude. So I go play around with some of my boys up in Houston, right? And I invite Jesse along, right, to go play. We go play at Tour 18 out there in Humble, and it's about an hour outside of Houston, 45 minutes. And I'm thinking, it's 8:30 tea time. I'll be straight. I'll be cool. I look, and it's about 2 a.m. the night before. And I look, and I'm just hold on. It's going to take me about 4 hours to get there. Oh, crap. I'm just going to stay awake. and I stay awake and I drive out there. Like I leave at 3 a.m. from here to get over there for the round. Dude, I'm in bad shape. I'm freaking tired. I'm like shaking. I'm like, you know what? I can't even drink. I can't like nothing, dude. I play like complete shit. I play like complete ass. And then I have to drive back inside to Houston, I think around the Lake Jackson area to my boy's house at 5 o'clock traffic just to get there. And dude, like Jesse saw me and he like, I thought he was going to take advantage of me. He's like, hey, little boy, do you want to come over to my place? I live close by and just rest for a little bit. But he like saved my life. But I went in there and it was hot. See, look, I told you my HVAC was messed up. Bro, but I'm like this. I'm like, fuck, dude. I'm like, I passed out in there, I think for an hour, and I was able to make it. But I'm like, again, Mexicano, you can't invite me out nowhere. I go over there and I like fuck up his house. I drink his beer, crash out, and then drool on his pillows, and I leave, right?
Yeah,
so you know what? So Jesse's a good buddy of mine. You know what I mean? I left a little bit of myself on Grandma's couch. All right, Maya. Okay, so tell me, we got this big event going on here, kind of changing directions here. We got this big event going on here. We had another group reach out to us about, association versus another association, Ryder Cup. And I think one of the things that as a board we kind of felt is that we're new. This is uncharted territory, right? Uncharted territory for our group, for FOREBROS Tour. And I think we have enough members and we want to make sure we could take care of ourselves before we can maybe accommodate other groups that want to challenge us, right? So once you let everybody know about the inner squad Ryder Cup match that we will have the blue team versus the white team. And it's just, hey, there's no blue people out there. It's blue versus white. And I think we're still kind of tinkering with that, right? We're still kind of tinkering with the name.
Yeah, tinkering. At first it was black versus white, but
that was yours. No, I didn't want to say that. That was yours.
Kind of racial, so I said, let's go north versus south or something.
Let's go brown versus white.
Yeah, let's fuck up us, man. No.
So what do we figure out? It was north versus south.
Yeah. Starting in November, I don't care if it's your first event, even though it's labeled playoff, these events are open to everybody. So if you're in the playoffs, just make sure you sign on. If not, you're going to miss out on a playoff event within those people. But I'll get to that later. But starting on November, it's Landa all the way to the end of December, except for Comanche. That is the Tour Championship. It's going to be half of the field is going to be the playoff and half of the field is going to be for guys that made it into the Ryder Cup. That is going to be in the championship at Comanche. But it's going to vary probably from 24 to 40 once the board decides how many players we want on each side. But we'll start the point system. So like I said, if you've never played a FOREBRO event, and you want to try to make the Ryder Cup team, starting on Landa gets sold out very quickly because we only can have 40 spots on that one. And then we have La Cantera, and that one's going to be part of the Ryder Cup points as well. It's not going to be a playoff round, but it's going to be a Ryder Cup point. And we have Olympia, Hills, Hyatt, and then Comanche to end off November and December. So and then we'll be playing the Ryder Cup. It's going to be one day we're going to play 2 rounds, and it's going to be at Fort Sam, one at La Loma, and then one at Salado. And we're going to have lunch. And the next day is going to be at Randolph. So that's the basis of the bones that we're going with. But like I said, if you're a first time, never played with us before, you can have a chance starting in November if you sign up for these events. So I highly recommend it. If you've never played in the kind of format of a Ryder Cup team, we did a kind of a base like that at Corpus. And it was fun. It was fun because, hey, I take that shit personally, because if you lose, like our team lost, hey, I was pissed. So,
So tell me, Maya. I don't mean to cut you off, but we had Four Bros versus Vatos Locos over there in Corpus 2 day. Great event, great dudes. It was awesome. But one thing I didn't like is that we had to give some of our guys, like I competed against Fernando, and Fernando's like such a great freaking guy, and we had a great match going back and forth, but like it kind of sucked because he's one of our bros, right? He's one of our members.
So that was kind of.
And I think the thing
it
is,
was true, he would have fucking took a dive for you.
Yeah, come on,
well,
Fernando.
I think he did.
Come on,
I think he did because my dad rode along for the last 3 holes, and I think he's like, you know what? He felt sorry for me. Like he felt sorry for me, and I felt the heat. I felt the heat from my father over there. He was just like, this dude popped out of nowhere. He's over here smoking a joint in the bushes, and he popped out of nowhere. And I'm like, it's like he's like the Mexican Beetlejuice. I can't say his name like 3 times, right? And he freaking appears. And remember I told you that, like, we're leaving Northern Hills, and he tells me after a tournament, he goes, "Hey, mijo, I want to tell you something." I was like, "What's up, Dad?" He shows me, takes out his little, like, he's got like little medical pills, the case, the little pills case. He opens it up, and he extends a joint out to me and goes, "Hey, I'm really proud of you."
Well, that's the greatest moment in your life.
And I'm like this. Okay, Dad. Hey, thank you. Hey, you know what? I was like, this is a great symbol, but I'm good, bro. Okay, I'm good. But I think for my dad, that was like the day I knew he loved me, right?
Yeah.
Out of our broken relationship. Like we made, and it was because of golf, bro. It was because of golf,
Yeah.
And so being on that end where we played, against some of our own guys, I did the same thing. I played with a group for a while over here, and I played against some of our own guys. It was like Austin versus San Antonio, but some of our guys had to step in and fill in for the Austin guys, and I was just like, it just kind of didn't feel like, I want to feel the heat. I want to feel the rivalry. Have y'all had any of those type of feelings in something similar to an event that we're putting together?
Yeah, I guess had some kind of thing like that, but my biggest thing, like a 2-day tournament, you get that, like, hey, that real feel, hey, it's gonna go after it, because even if we're 4 bros and we're doing North and South, we talk so much shit and we don't want to lose to each other. I mean, Osman hates when he takes my money, or even just lose to me, or I lose to fucking Osman. Or even vice versa with you, Andy. You know how so competitive we are.
I don't want to play with you. Like, I hate playing with you because you, like, you're like a huge, like, you're more like you're like
don't work on me. That's why
I know. That's what I'm saying. You're like Chewbacca, and I'm like a little Ewok, and I'm just like, like it's you intimidate me now, and I'm like, I can't. Okay, so I was shooting well until that day we played Atlanta. It was me and EJ and you and Juan.
You've never been the same since then.
Like, I've never been the same. You took my mojo, and I'm like, I can't. I'm starting to get some of that mojo back, and I can't play with you. And I love playing with Mike because Mike comes in there hot. He looks great on the range. Like, this dude is crushing. He's hitting over the net, and then you play with him, and I think that's what Mike does. And I think he like transfers some of his energy to, like, you. Like, he gives me life. He gives me adult beverages. He gives me moonshine. Like, he gives me, like, he's got the the soccer, the father soccer, like, pack, right? He's like a soccer mom, but like a golf mom, right? He's got everything. He's got all the spoons, the snacks, the treats, right? And I think that's the thing, is that this is going to be a little bit different, because not only we're going to play for cash, we're going to play for bragging rights, and we're trying to put a little something together, right, that it makes it super memorable for the winners, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. We have that competitive spirit, and everybody pretty much that's in 4 bros that are regular love, to compete, love to talk shit, and it's the best. Like, when Osman plays with me, he doesn't see it, he's swinging, and I'm telling the other guys, hey, he's gonna go fucking left. Watch this shit. He's gonna go left. And fucking like that, and I'll just start busting out laughing and just fucking looking like, fuck you.
Even if we're partners, he'd be doing
even with
that.
Partners, I'm like, hey, what the fuck, Mike?
See, and I think that's the thing. Is like, we want to see everybody win, right? But we also want to see everybody lose too.
Yeah, we want to. It's the best feeling when you see your friends come in with their eyes watering. That's you can't. It's priceless, bro. Like, y'all dog me, like when I lost that y'all didn't even clap when I won day one, but when I lost the whole tournament, all I saw was fucking.
Bro, you're like the Yankee. You're like the Yankees when they walk into Fenway, bro. Like everybody wants to see you lose. I mean, everybody, everybody or it's like, what is it? You go into like the Roman Coliseum. Everybody wants to see this happen. Like that. Like
yeah. You just gotta. I love playing with Maya because I just know after about the 12th hole, he'll be 2 over, and then those knees start giving out, bro. And next thing you know, he's coming in at 13 over. You're like, what
bro?
No, and that's why I don't like to play with him because he goes after my throat. Like he wants me. Like I don't want to give anybody. I don't want to give myself to anybody. But he comes after me, and my game is not as sharp as it once was. And so it's like Charlie told me one time. It's like, man, you play like shit, you can't talk shit. And I'm like, well, Charlie, that's all I got. Like I can't play well, so all I got. I still can talk shit. It don't mean nothing. So right here, I got Freddie right here. Good boy Freddie, Brucey right here, Arnold Garcia. Golfing with Mike Osman is so fun. He's so positive.
That's just because the other
when you golf with Freddie, somebody else. I never got that.
When you golf with Freddie, like you can still shoot bad and it's still good because it's against Freddie. So like he just had to see me shoot bad and oh dude, like that time at Golf Club in Texas, I thought I wanted to quit.
I thought he was fucking leaving. Fucking eyes all watery.
Since that day, Juan Rubalcaba was like, I don't want to play with Osman.
It's tough, man. Like, I mean, like it's just, what is it? It's feast or famine with you, Mike. There's no middle ground.
I've been going through a swing change for a couple years. Robert's almost got me where I'm at, right in time for the club championship.
When he first joined FOREBROS, he said he was a 2 handicap.
Bro, I was like a 2-8, man.
He's going
a long ride.
I felt bad for him. I even sneaked him 6 more pops, and he still couldn't win.
You're going the wrong way, Mike. You're going the wrong way.
But I'm having fun. I'm living my best life. I'm with my
there you go.
So as we talk about this inner Ryder Cup, and I think it was important that we kind of do it on our own before we can kind of play against another team. And so many teams do it. I mean, they got the Rudy's I-10 Cup or I-35 Cup, whatever. Highway 281, 37, 16, whatever, 90. I don't know what cup it is, right? But they've had something like that. A lot of groups are doing, versus Ryder Cups. And I think the match play, especially when you come down to match play, I think that's like the ultimate form of like one-on-one golf, right? Or like us versus them, or, us versus you mentality. And so it changes, right? It changes things. And I think the biggest thing is that when I played it, my partner and I were not on the same page. And it was just like, hey, you can make it work. Y'all are both good golfers. And I think that's the thing that maybe the United States, they had trouble with, is that just because you're a good golfer doesn't mean you partner well. So I think that's going to be a big thing for who our captains are and moving forward, is that can we make the right pairings and make, kind of, and I think a lot of times though with us is that we have to be able to get along and vibe with our partner, right? I mean, that has to happen.
I mean, I vibe with Mike, but we just suck when we're together.
We suck, bro.
We're like 0-4 as partners, man. We're done. I'm divorced.
See, and that's the thing. That's how I was with Jacob Munoz. I mean, that's my boy. That's my brother. I mean, he is my brother. And like we've never played well together. Like we were grinding to shoot a +3, bro. We shot a +3, like,
for y'all,
and we were for us, like we were grinding. I mean, dude, like freaking what is it? Bogey putts. We're over here shaking and shit, like. And but again, we had a good time, and this was like, hey, this was kind of like our last hurrah. Like either we're gonna give this another shot, or like, we're done, right?
Yeah, I think me and Mike are done.
Nah, we're just coming into it. We're coming right into
it. One more time. Let's roll it one more time. Hey, I like toxic relationships. Let's do it.
That's what I'm saying. Dude. I need the toxica. I need it, dude. I need it.
All syndrome over here.
But what we decided as a board was, a lot of these members supported us, and I just hated to leave
guys
some members out. You know what I mean? I'd rather give 20 or 40 members that's been with us within our journey, because we have guys that started with us when we first went into this big tour, or what was it, FOREBROS 4.0.
We split. We were Golf Club of Texas's FOREBROS. Like we only played at Golf Club of Texas.
Yeah. But we got a good solid 40 to 60 guys that
Regulars
really do come out and support us, and it's kind of like I don't want to leave nobody out there. And one, I'm gonna go. I mean, I go because I signed the contracts, and I don't want to fucking
sign the contract. Yeah,
for the courses. That's one of the reasons, but that's not the main reason. I want to go because I want to make the team. You know what I mean? I don't want to be like, hey, just put me in because I'm on the board or shit. Like I want to actually make the team and be on there and hopefully I'm not a captain where that's how I get myself on. But
oh, you looking at me? You looking at me, motherfucker?
Yeah,
you're looking my way.
Captain, get me. Hey, if y'all want to be our captains, pick me up, bro. Come on.
All right, guys. Just in case y'all are wondering for any sponsor spots or captain's picks, I'm begging these guys, please let me in, guys. Can we please use a sponsor exemption on me? Please, I'm always asking these guys because I just, during the sports season, it's tough. I was telling Mike before we got on is that I can only really golf like hardcore 3 months out of the year, and that's in the summertime. And so, like, I told Maya, like, because I knew I wasn't going to make the teams, I made it easy for him. Maya, can I just be a captain and I'll just go around taking pictures and cheering the guys on? Maya's like, yeah, bro. Yeah, bro, you do that. But now that we've kind of reset the points to make the team November,
it's anybody's
December.
Game.
And that's the thing. And that's one thing I heard around Fort Sam. I heard around the tables. Guys are going to give it like a good go to qualify and make the teams.
Yeah, and that's good to hear because you want to strive for something. Like these last couple of tournaments, if we do the data, we've played over, I'm gonna say almost 50 fucking tournaments this year, and that's including money games and all these little sprinkled holiday games that we've sprinkled in, and it's been a lot, man. And I want to finish it off with a good bang, and all of us do, and then start it off right with a Ryder Cup in January. I mean, you can't beat that. Ended off at Comanche, and just to let people know, Comanche is giving us 4 to 5 dates next year. The GM talked to me. He really enjoys FOREBROS out there. All the guys that go out there, respect the course, and he's never had no problems with us, and he really enjoys FOREBROS, and that's a big shout out to Bobby White, and he asked me for the dates, so I'll be looking at that. But we're gonna be going full strong next year. So if you never joined FOREBROS, get a little bit taste of this November, and then we're gonna roll right back in January. And if we're not one of these groups, if it's 42 degrees, 38, hey, we still go out there, man. We fucking go out there.
I mean, November is the perfect time to get out here with us too. I mean, you can't beat it. Landa, La Cantera, Olympia, Comanche, if you can make it. Like, that's a pretty solid lineup. I don't know many other golf groups out there. Hyatt, and find another golf group out there that's playing.
I heard
those 4-5 courses.
Olympia I haven't gone recently, but I heard Olympia has gotten better shape from a bunch of the guys.
It looks great. The pictures are looking good. And I've heard a lot of good things as well.
But that's for the Ryder Cup. So like I said, anybody, if you haven't joined and you want a chance to get in, even though you're not established, you'll still get points. And if Osman wants to talk, because Osman is our new handicap guy, so he has system down. And if you want to tell a little bit of how you want to run things coming off for new players.
Oh, Zeus has made an appearance.
He's made an appearance. Yeah, so I'll be taking over the handicap duties from Sergio since he left us. But basically how our handicap system works right now is we do a rolling 8 scores. So we take your 4 lowest scores out of your last 8 rounds with FOREBROS. So what you'll notice is it will be easier for your handicap to go down rather than it's going to take a little while longer for it to go back up. Just basically because if you come out and you shoot, say you're a 7 handicap, but you shoot around 79 and you have a good round where you shoot 75 or something, that's going to adjust it one one stroke or something like that. But if you come out and then you shoot 85 or 86, well, those scores, if you have 8 rounds with us, or at least 4 rounds, and you have 4 rounds that are lower than that, those ain't really going to count. So if you have any questions on how the handicap system is, I'll post something on the Facebook page. But it's kind of just like how the gin does their handicap system. They do a rolling 8 out of 20, so they take your 8 lowest scores out of your last 20 rounds that you play. So we're not going to go that extreme right now. I think we're at 4 out of the last 8. There's been some talk, we have a lot of established members. Maybe we'll go 5 out of 10, but for right now, it's going to be your 4 lowest scores out of your last 8 rounds, and that's how you kind of get your handicap established. And for those new members, the board is going to be discussing how we go at, if you don't have a gin and you don't have anything established, it could be potentially for the first 2 or 3 rounds that you play with us, maybe you're only, maybe there's a cap on how plus or how minus you can go from what you give our hand, or saying that your handicap is. So, that's just our way of protecting the other players in tournaments. So if you tell us that you're a 14 and you come and you shoot 74, it's obviously you're not a 14 handicap. But we're going to discuss that, and probably around once the Ryder Cup comes out at the beginning of the year, we'll have everything established. But for right now, nothing is going to change as far as our handicap system. And I should be updating everything here within the next day or 2, and we'll get that out on the website so you guys can take a look at it, and it'll be updated in Unknown Golf as well.
Man, and that's the thing too. And I think one of the, can you hear me, guys?
Yeah.
Okay. And I think that's one of the things too that makes it big, is that we do have Unknown Golf. Like, so we use a great, we have a great program that a lot of times, we have fundraisers throughout the year, and a lot of things that may be coming up in the new year to help us with our player fund to pay for this, right? So that it doesn't really, we don't have to ask, any of our members like for huge chunks of change, because to use a great scoring system and program like Unknown Golf we do, and where everything's charted, you can look at your past stuff, you could, you can chart your shots, all that good stuff you want for like a premium. And I think that's one of the blessings that we do have that other groups just don't have. And I mean, Unknown Golf is like, it's on the uprise, and we got in, feels like we got in almost at the ground level.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Most people,
go ahead.
Most people don't probably know too, that is a service that we with FOREBROS pay for every year. This was the first year, it's $2,000-$3,000 that we got to pay to be able to use that for the year. So that's why when we have these hat sales and towel sales, and, we talk about, having like a scramble or something, all that money that we make off that, it goes towards putting it back into Unknown Golf so we can have that moving forward. Because I think that's one of the big things, if you could be in your group updating your scores and looking to see where you're at, just like you're in a regular tournament, kind of like Golf Genius does and everything, but you can track money, places, all that stuff. I mean, that's what really sets us apart, from other
definitely.
groups.
David May, he's the co-founder of
D May.
Yeah, D May, and he came out there with us to Comanche, and he came all the way from Tennessee because he wanted to see. He said FOREBROS is one of the biggest groups that utilize UG a lot, and he wanted to see what this atmosphere was about. And he said that what he left out of there was something special that we have, and that it's hard to explain. He says it's a tour, it's a group, but it's a band of brothers that he's never seen that so close of guys. And it's not just 1 or 2, 3 groups. It's like 40 or 50 guys that, that were like a band of brothers. And so he gave us high praise on that, and just the structure that we had and everything. And but he said coming next year, I believe they're gonna have like GPS, like Grint. So that's gonna be a game changer. So $50 to get that, to utilize UG have your data, it goes to gin, and have a GPS. It's going to be a game changer.
Damn. All right, guys. As we close out, it's been great being on tonight for Nothing is OB episode 117 FOREBROS collaboration. So, guys, last parting shots.
Go ahead, Ma.
Oh, none. I just want to, to everybody, new members, old members. Like I said, we'll do our best to protect the field. That's why, don't want nobody to take personal if you tell us you're 23 and we say, hey, we're going to give you just the safety of the field. We're going to give you 50 to 60% of your handicap. That's better than some of these groups that don't give you anything for 3 rounds. One, we want to protect you, want to protect us, and protect all our members, because a lot of people pay their dues and give us their trust. So it's just that we want to protect everybody. And also going forward, with the playoffs, it's going to be the top 36 starting in November, but you can still, whoever's out of that 36, Station's counting and Austin's counting. So we'll be making our first stop in Austin at the Jimmy Clay course on October 28th. So that, to me, I love golfing in San Antonio, but you know how you always want to go play something different. And I'm pretty excited to go play another course in another city. And that's going to be a great one. But then starting on Landa will be the top 36. And so if you don't sign up or whatever, and you're in the top 36, we'll start weeding out every playoff round. 9 people the last 9 on the points will get out until you have the final 9.
And make sure that people know it's like they're not out of the money for that day. They're just out of the playoff race.
Just out of the playoffs. You can still sign up for La Cantera. You can still sign up
and have every opportunity to win every dollar that's put in for that, right? Yep. For that price.
Exactly. So just because you're out of the playoffs don't mean you can't sign up for the next tournament. Because remember, you're still trying to make the Ryder Cup team. So, these last November, December, I highly recommend, if you want to be part of something or you want to try to go after and compete. I mean, I'm all about competing, not just going over there with my buddies and, playing funsies and shit. Like,
handshakes, if you want to plan for handshakes.
Yeah. So come on out, give us a chance. And like I said, if in November, it don't matter if you never played with us, you still have a chance to try to get in the Ryder Cup. You still have a chance to win great money. Like we said, we don't keep any of the money. And this year alone, now it's probably over $50,000.
Don't say it. It's what is it? Close to 50 pizza emojis, right?
50 pizza emojis. But thank you again. Come on out, Mike. I'm sorry. There you go.
Yeah, I just think, come on out. If you got any questions, let me know. If we still have some hats available and some towels. And again, like I said, all that money goes toward the Unknown Golf Fund for next year. And then if you're interested, Fort Sam has their club championship Saturday and Sunday. There's still time to get in. You can reach out to me or you can reach out to Robert Vasquez. We can get you signed up. But I think it's $60 per day, includes the cart, lunch, and golf. It'd be a great time. I don't know how we're gonna play in the lunar eclipse or solar eclipse on Saturday morning, but hey, I'll bring my glow in the dark ball.
I have one too. Yeah.
Right, I should probably use those regularly.
Guys, I just want to my closing remarks is just I want to thank the people that we've made some awesome relationships with. First off, I'd like to thank my boys at FOREBROS. Growing up an only child, not having brothers, not having sisters. These guys are my brothers. These guys are my family. They've been through the ups and downs. They've been there to give me shit. They've been there to lift me up. They've been there to break me down mostly, but I can't do without my bros. And guys, I want to say thankful to all the guys that make up the group, because we're nothing without y'all. Also, I'd like to really thank Putting for Pops, that big tournament coming up at the Hyatt on November 3rd. We'd love to have you out there. We put on a great golf tournament. A great golf tournament will be taking place on November 3rd at the Hyatt. Beer, kegs, cigars, lunch. Paisanos is doing the lunch afterwards. Evan, the general manager out of Paisanos off 1604, he already told me we're having shrimp fettuccine Alfredo, chicken fettuccine Alfredo, bread, salad. I said, dude, I'm there. I'm already in a pasta coma. I'm there. And I also like to thank the last guy I like to thank tonight. I really want to thank our man Brad, one of our FOREBROS members right here. He's put his faith, he's put his trust in FOREBROS, he's put his trust in Nothing Is OB Golf Podcast. Please, guys, hit up Brad. He's doing some great things out with Metal Stacks, a precious metal collector club, and the lowest retail pricing for gold, silver coins, rounds, and bars online. Everything price is raising, but you know what? Gold, silver, these metals, they are keeping their value, if not gaining. Just text FOREBROS to Brad at 210-274-5894 or go to www.metalstacks.com/Brad. That's our dude right there. All right, guys. That's Mike. That's Maya. Guys, great show. Great stuff. Looking forward to the Ryder Cup. Looking forward to the Golf Father tournament. Looking forward, guys. We got some great things. And, man, it's a great day to be a FOREBROS.
Oh, yeah. Golf Father tournament. So happens to be on my birthday. So,
hey,
your
birthday bash. Hey, Maya's birthday bash. All right, guys.
Hey, it so happened to be there.
All right, guys. Y'all have a good night. Continue to support FOREBROS, Nothing Is OB Golf Podcast.
Later.